Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Inner Workings of the Not So Genius Mind. I'm the Not So Genius, Amanda McCombs, and I'm here with my friend Kimberly Wirfs, and she is our Miss Bountiful for the Mrs. Utah American Pageant happening at the end of this month. Kimberly is a business owner, widow, and mother of 3. She believes in empowering others to embrace resilience and preparedness. Life can change in an instant, and being ready makes all the difference. Hi.
Hello. So good to chat with you today.
So good to chat. We were just talking a little bit earlier before we hit record because we haven't really been able to get to know each other. There's like so many other ladies, and you're on the Miss side of things, and I'm on the Misses. And while we're doing the same thing, it's just like a tiny bit different.
Yes, it definitely is. And we haven't. And well, while there's like 6 of us misses now, there's a lot more, miss.
Miss?
That's so hard. Miss category.
Yeah, there we go.
There are a lot more misses in the category, in that category. So sometimes it's a little bit harder to get to know, across the categories, but also extremely excited to spend a whole weekend with all of you ladies. I'm a little nervous. If I don't say so myself, but I'm just excited to have the experience.
Oh man. So last year was my first year competing, and immediately when it was done, like I knew I wasn't going to win. Are you kidding me? I had no idea what I was doing. And right when it was done, I wanted to do it again. Just because like the relationships that you form and how much you grow, it isn't just about being pretty and walking on a stage. Like it's brave. It takes bravery to do that, especially because with so many contestants now, we have a lot of people in the audience that we're not going to know.
Great.
Ugh. So how, because this is my second year. You've never done a pageant before, have you?
I have never done a pageant. And honestly, when I first started, I was like, it was at like a Christmas party that we were all at, and someone said something about competing again. And I was like, wait a minute, if I don't win, I can do it again. And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, yes. Okay. So my whole plan was to go in, have fun, enjoy the whole process, get to know the ladies, and then compete again next year. So that has been my plan, just to have fun and enjoy it, kind of get the pageant under my belt, and then compete again next year.
That's a good idea.
That's my exciting part.
I was just talking to because it's my second year. Like I don't know a lot. There's people that have done pageants for years and years and years, and they're doing it. But we were just talking about how the next time we get all together, it's going to be pageant weekend. Like,
yes,
we're going to be having our slumber party, and we're going to be doing our dress rehearsal, and we're actually going to be like on the stage.
Yes.
Doing our dance. Like,
well, and I wasn't there last weekend because I had a retreat that I had already paid for before I joined the pageant. So I wasn't, and I know that February 28th and March 1st are right next to each other, but for some reason, I didn't think that they were right next to each other.
It kind of seems like it should be like a totally different week.
Yes, it does. It does. So I wasn't there last weekend, and luckily one of the Mrs. contestants lives up near where I do, up in Davis County. So then I will be able to practice with them because I am utterly lost. And the dancing in the heels is scaring me to death.
Yeah, I think I'm switching my shoes actually for the dance because like it's fast.
Don't tell me that.
It's fast. Well, it's just I'm doing the ballroom part.
Okay.
And so I have to do like some extra cha-cha, like whatever stuff.
Oh, yeah. I don't have to worry about that stuff.
It's fast. And my shoes are like the teeny tiny pokey heel. So, I mean,
I did get a shorter hill. I did get a shorter hill, and it's a little bit thicker because I tried the short hill with like this little spike, and I was like, nope, this isn't going to work for me because I'm not usually, if I wear heels, it's like a thick, chunky heel. So
Yeah. Well, and it
we're
doesn't
gonna,
have to look like everyone else's. Like it
oh, right.
needs, you need to be comfortable and you need to be confident because if you're not, they'll know.
Yes, yes. And that's where I just have to practice walking in them. I'm honestly, I'm not scared. I know this is going to sound strange, but I am so not scared in walking around in this swimsuit. Like I have the confidence
Good
to walk.
girl.
I mean, I'm like, whatever, it's a swimsuit,
Did you grab your swimsuit
whatever.
already?
Yes, I did.
I haven't tried mine on all the way, but I am a fan of
I
the
did.
material so far. Because
I had to,
the
I
one
did have to
last
go
year,
up a size.
me too, me too. The one last year was a different company and it was cheaper material. And I went to wear it
Mm.
one time after the pageant, and the seams already were like,
Oh my
they weren't
goodness.
going to hold my girls.
Yeah, well, I will say that I did have to go up a size because of the chest
Yeah.
area. But going up in a size, then I have to have my alterations lady just like shorten the straps
Yeah.
because they're just a little bit too long. And those cups that they put in swimsuits are crazy.
Why?
I need to have her adjust that too because it just
Why?
does not work.
No, it doesn't work. Who? No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't
And
know
they like
who.
always get all folded and crumbly,
Yes.
and they don't like either sew them in and give it shape and make them stay
Yes.
put, or don't do it.
Or don't even have them. Yeah. And I will say, like, I am bigger in that area, and they are made for like a smaller person, a person that's smaller in that area. And I'm like,
it's not
they
one
need to be
size
like
fits
double the
all.
size.
It is not one size fits all.
No, it is not.
Oh man.
It is not.
Well, this is so cool. You have your website,
Yes.
which I want you to make one for me. We'll talk
So you
about
want me
that.
to tell you about the life binder? Is that what you
Well,
want me to talk about?
yeah, because I kind of want to tell me about your platform because every contestant has a platform and we have
Yes.
to make it part of what we eat and live and breathe for a minute. So
Yes.
you'll
And
just publish this it's Life's Essential Binder.
yes. And I was actually already eat and breathing this before the pageant. And so
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I hope that this can work together because I am a widow. My husband passed away 11 and a half years ago, almost 12 years ago. He, after a 5-year battle with stage 4 lung cancer, cannot talk today. And we were young. We were both young. He was 37. And it was like 2 weeks after my birthday when he passed away.
God.
So so I just feel like everybody should be prepared for life-altering, life-changing events. And after talking to a lot of friends and even family members, they realize, they didn't have all of their things together. They don't have a will. They don't have, different things. And I'm not saying you have to have a will, but if you do you know where it is? Not everybody even knows that too. And so what I have made is this binder has all of these things in one place. So like there's a place, and they have folders. So there's a place for actually, I have an example of one of them.
Yeah.
Let me take the stuff out of it, but this is what it looks like. So this will be the folder.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a paper in there saying what to put in there. But I'm really particular about how binders lay. So it has the Velcro ones here. There'll be one in the middle and then one over here. So they all lay nicely.
So it's not like
crooked. So it's not like this.
I like it.
I'm a little particular. So they have so wine will have like birth certificates and then social security cards and marriage license or and I even put a place for divorce decrees. And I mean, because you never know, like people may or may not have these things. And so there's all different there's all different spots to have. Are some things that you just write in. For example, like your health insurance, you can put your card in there, but also you can write the information in and write in the doctor's name. There's a spot for your vision insurance, and also you can put your prescriptions in there because when you go to get a prescription, or if you order, even if you order online, like a glasses prescription, the glasses place doesn't usually keep it. They take the
Yeah.
information, but they don't keep the prescription, and it doesn't expire for 2 years. So you need to make sure you keep that. So that there's a place to keep that. And then it has like different information when it has the medical information, but also information when it comes to like the what am I trying to say? Oh, when you leave and you have like your parents watch your kids. So,
Oh.
and give that authorization to be able to like take them to the hospital. Now, in my case, I would give that authorization to my older son because he's 24 and the other one's 19. So if I were to leave for the weekend, which I should have probably done this last weekend, but like I'd give them the authorization to take their little sister. And then all they would need to do, because she's 16, all they need to do is just take the whole binder. It would have all of the information in it. It would have the, like what her birth
So
certificate is and
smart.
all of the information. There's also, in my case, a place to put a death certificate. So then you always have that. And then I've also included what is called a letter of intent. And that is for you. There's instructions and everything in there too, but that's for you to fill out, especially if you don't have a will. But, you know, there are things that even a will doesn't take care of, but how you want to be buried, how you, all, you know, like how you want your funeral to look like. I wish I had that information from my husband. And I feel like I did a good job, but I really do wish I had that information from my husband. And I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to think about that because then, you know, something bad might happen. But I'm a firm believer, if you are prepared, you'll never have to use it. So I try to be prepared so I don't have to use it.
Well, and like, if you do have to use it, it just makes your life easier.
Yes. Yes.
Um, my, so both of my parents have passed away.
Okay.
They were, I'm the youngest of seven, just to give you like a quick rundown. So my
Yes.
parents were older, right? My dad just passed in November, and my mom passed the previous August. So like over a year ago.
So
Um,
they both within the last like 2 years.
yeah, but my
Yeah.
mom, so like they were divorced. They married other
Okay.
people. My dad had everything put together, ready to go, kind of. But even then, it still like took time to like
Yes.
put things together because it wasn't necessarily all in one place.
Right.
Um, my mom's house had burned down 6 months before.
Oh my goodness.
So like her house burned down and then 6 months later she passed away. And they were like going through and trying to find things and like get records and stuff and, you know, pulling out whatever things you can. But like we didn't know anything about how she wanted to be buried. And that we couldn't find an updated will. We didn't have any of that. And so
Yeah.
the funeral that was put together was not what she would have wanted because my stepdad planned it and we didn't get much involvement in it. And then my dad's, we were more involved. Like with my stepdad, it was like her life didn't start until they met.
Hmm. And it
So it
did.
was just, yeah, it did. There was a whole other lifetime before that. So it's just crazy. But like, I was noticing the drastic difference between the two, like being ready and being prepared versus like not having anything or only having everything digitally
Yeah.
and not having a paper record and not being able to like, how are you going to give all this information to anybody that is responsible for your life, right? And I
Hmm.
didn't think like half the stuff that you listed, I would have not have thought to put in there.
Well, and there's even more. There's even more information. Talk about like school records because I have a friend like diploma, college diploma, like church records, just having it all in one place. Now it kind of scares me not having it in like a safe, but
Mhm.
there are people that have bigger safes than I do. And I have thought about putting leaving everything in my safe, but having copies in that book. So it's not the original, but at least it has copies. And so we have all of the information and we know where to get the originals if we need them. So that's another option as well. Because a safe, if all of those things were in a safe, even just like having the letter of intent or something like that in a safe with your mom's fire, you would have known what was going on.
Yeah. Well, and it's hard because like the house burned down and her assets are just kind of scattered everywhere, right? And they don't really know. They're like trying to make heads or tails of all the information and whatever papers they have. They don't even know like what attorney it was. Like, anyway, but like we can't do anything.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do
and
when you don't have the information.
Exactly. And I'll be honest, when my husband passed away, probably like 5 years after he passed away, I got rid of his will. Like I was like, oh, I don't need this anymore. Sure as heck, I needed it a couple years later and I don't have it.
Uh-oh.
And so that was not a good idea. And it wasn't a big thing that I needed for. It's fine. But I'm like, that wasn't smart of me. to do that. So don't get rid of those things. I'm just telling you. I might be able to find it somewhere, but it's really hard to go to look through all of the documents because it's in his handwriting and that kind of thing. Yeah. I will say at the end of November this last year, I decided to get a new tattoo, and I have a tattoo of my maiden name and my married name on my shoulder, and my maiden name is my dad's signature and my married name is in my husband's. So I had to find a document with my married name. So it just, I love it because it's a piece of both of them. I mean, my dad's still alive, but my dad actually can no longer sign his name because he had an accident with his left hand. So it was actually from their will that my mom sent me, because I was like, Mom, send me a copy of what of like dad's signature. So I have it, and she kind of knew what I was doing. But when I made sure I got the tattoo before my parents came to visit so I could show my dad. And he just was like, well, that's so cool that I'm like, look, your signature is permanently on me. And he was like, oh my goodness. Okay.
I thought about doing that because I have some cards. My dad, he had dementia.
Okay.
And he, you eventually stop reading and writing. Yep. You kind of forget how. And I found some old things where they wrote to me. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to get that somewhere on me, but I have a lot of tattoos. It's kind of hard to figure out I'm running out of space. But they're all really meaningful, like yours.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I actually have 6, and but they're all really small.
Oh.
My biggest is probably like this big.
That's
so dope. Yeah. Someone was surprised. They're like, wait, you have a foot tattoo? And I was like, I sure do.
Owie, I have one on each foot. I was going to do more, but it hurts. I can't.
Yeah. That was my second one. And it took me like 3 months to get a third because that one hurt like no other.
Oh, and they kept trying to tell me to hold still. And I'm like, I am holding as still as I can. You're vibrating my whole foot with this thing.
Yes. And mine's like right next to my toes. Like that's where, it wasn't a smart decision on my part. But yeah, never again will I get the feet. And my first one is on the back of my neck. And again, it's really small. But they all have special meanings.
It's like that big.
Yeah. I mean, mine, it's the Malin symbol. So it looks like the infinity symbol, but it's not. And it just means that you have to face setbacks in order to move forward. That's and then true. I have the semicolon, and the semicolon, is a lot of times it's for suicide awareness, but I felt like I could have stopped living my life after my husband died and just kind of like lived it like blahly, but I didn't. I continued to live my life as fully as I could, or as I want to. And then I got it's about this big, but it's a triskelion, and it means that your past, present, and future are all intertwined. I truly believe that. And then so that was my fourth one is a pineapple. And people make fun of me because, oh, is it upside down pineapple? And I'm like,
No.
no, for me, it means that a pineapple stands tall. They wear a
Mhm.
crown and they're sweet on the inside. So
I
like it
have a
has meaning
magnet.
for me. Yes. And then
I
I
have that on a
even,
magnet a student gave me because I love Dole Whip.
yeah.
And I used to say that all the time, be a pineapple.
Yep. So and that's how I feel too. Like but I can't be a pineapple for my state costume because we don't make
That'd be
we don't
weird.
grow pineapples in Utah. Um, but so that and as well, I have words from my favorite band. It stand tall. It gets a little better, so it kind of goes together.
Mm.
And then I also have the number 507 right behind my ear. And that is my birthday and is also like my angel number because I see 507 or 57 all over the place. I really, for a while, was trying to get up and meditate at 5:07 every morning. Then I got really tired and I decided not to do that anymore. I'm trying to get back to there. And then I have the one with my with the signatures. So yeah,
That's
I
cool.
I love tattoos that mean something because if I'm gonna wear it forever, I don't want like no offense to anyone, but I don't want like a Winnie the Pooh on my ankle.
I mean,
I mean, no offense to anyone, but I got my first one, I was over 40. So
yeah.
I think I was like maybe 42 for my first one. So
Yeah.
I've gotten all of them after that in the last like
I
five,
like
6 years.
I like to think about it and like really be like, if
Yeah.
I have to explain this to somebody,
Yes.
like what is the significance, right?
Well, that's the thing is I actually like explaining them when they're like, oh, what does 507 mean? And I'm like, it's my birthday. I remember I sent a picture to my sister with my new tattoo and she was like, what's 507? And I'm like, my birthday? And
My
she's like,
birthday.
oh, I should have
Oh,
thought about that.
well, this is, I don't know if you can see.
Yes, I can see it.
His name is Douglas.
Oh,
'Cause it's a
okay.
Douglas fir tree.
Fur.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And some little mushrooms. Because,
that is so cool.
things they help things grow from the rot. But I'm from Oregon,
Yes.
and that's our state tree.
Did you not? I am from Oregon.
No way.
Yes. And actually, my son has a tattoo of 3 pine trees on his shoulder because he loves Oregon. Yes. What part of Oregon?
Up by Portland in like a little Willamette Valley area.
Okay. Well, we'll have to talk about
Willamette.
exactly where because I am from that same area. We're about
Zoopans.
45 Zookans?
Zoopans? Do you know what Zoopans was?
No.
I moved to Utah in 98 and then
Okay.
they disappeared after that. It was a grocery store.
Oh, yes. Yes. But we are from a little town, like 45 minutes west of Portland
Oh, okay.
in the
Okay.
Willamette Valley.
Okay. Weird.
Do you know where Yamhill County?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in that area.
Weird. That's weird.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So my
Well,
son's first
small world.
tattoo was of 3 pine trees, and I love to tease him because his second one was a dancing piece of gum. And he's like, Mom, I really want to get this one covered up. And I said, buddy, I don't think you should because this is your
Let it represent
this is
that moment.
this is represents you needing to like listen to yourself and not other people. He's like, yeah, it was a little bit of a peer pressure. It was $35 is what he keeps telling me. And I'm like, well,
I guess
maybe you
that's a
shouldn't.
reason.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I lost
Because
my
it was
phone.
because it was $35.
It's funny. My whole leg. So I have a tattoo that goes from my knee and it goes all the way up to like the middle of my hip, and it's my wedding flowers.
Okay.
And then I have a flower for each one of my kids. And I have 2 buds because I had 2 miscarriages.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
That's really cool.
I have a butterfly for each one of my moms.
Aw.
My best friend's mom had ovarian cancer and passed away like really, really fast. So she was she was who I was actually going to go get a tattoo for. And then I was talking to the artist and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But the first part was actually like somebody was supposed to fix it and they didn't fix it. And so then I had 2 artists tattooing me at the same time to cover it up and
Oh,
fix it.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll show you pictures of that later. But it's been really, really cool. I love my tattoo shop. But we have a lot of random connections. Like you're Miss
Yes.
Bountiful, and that's where I graduated high school. And I used to live up by Mueller Park. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, crazy small world.
Yes, definitely is.
What else do I want to know about you?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Your husband
Well,
passed
I
away
can
over a
say,
decade ago. That makes me so sad. But at
yeah.
the same time, you're thriving.
Yes. So he was in the military. So we actually lived in, well, another cool fact about me though is I had I had a child in each of the states on the West Coast. So my first was born in Oregon, one was born in California, and one was born in Washington.
Oh my
So it's kind
gosh.
of a cool, yeah,
That's kind of cool. So my
yeah,
husband, he lived, he was military too. He did Air Force for 5 years and then he did a few years, whatever his remaining years were in the
reserves.
Guard. Yeah.
Oh, in the Guard. Okay.
But he was up in
Yeah.
he was up in Washington. He was born in Germany. His dad
Okay.
was deployed over there. So like that
Yeah.
military spouse life is hard.
Yes. And my husband was actually in the Air Force as well. And when we found out he had cancer, we actually lived in Japan.
Whoa,
So
what a life.
my middle child moved to Japan when he was 2 months old, and we moved back when he was 2 years and 2 months old. So I would always tease that he had until he was 4, he had lived in Japan longer than he lived in the United States.
Is so crazy. Well, and then my dad, so my dad's dad was in the Air Force. Um, and he was actually in the Panama Canal in 1942,
Oh
like
wow.
when my dad was being born. So
Born,
we
he
have
was
like this correspondence of like my grandma is trying to keep track because, it's her first baby and
oh
she
wow.
doesn't know where her husband is or hasn't heard from him and if he's okay or what's going on. Like she just hears whatever on the news and like whatever limited correspondence she can get would come her way. But there are not very many people that have lived lives like that anymore. Like
Yeah.
it makes it like it makes you it changes you and it can change you I mean, it can change you in a lot of different ways, but the
Right.
resilience is just so
Yes, and
cool.
I will say I loved being a military spouse. I lived in so from when I got married in 1989 until I moved to Utah in 2016. Um, I had not lived in one place for more than 5 years.
Gosh.
Yeah. So yes. So the first year and a half that we were married, we moved 5 times. We were in the same like area, but all different little, all different houses. And then
Did you ever unpack or did you
yeah,
just give up?
well, because no, we unpacked because we didn't know we were going to be moving so much, so that was a little different. And then we moved into my parents' house. My parents didn't live there, but they were living in another state, so we kind of were like the caretakers of the house, and so we moved
Okay.
into my parents' house, and took care of it, and then yeah, then we went into the military 3 years
That's
later.
so
And then we
crazy.
moved every 2.5 to 3 years after that. And then, yeah, we were in our house for 2 years before my husband passed away. And then the kids and I stayed in there for another 2 years.
Yeah.
And then we moved here and we've been here for 8 years.
So, what is your favorite place that you've lived? Because you like Japan and West Coast, and like you kind of have lived all over. If you could go
I
back any,
loved, I loved Japan. I would live there again. The only thing is that we lived on a military base. So I would have to live someplace that like I could also be on like around Americans, not because I don't
yeah,
like the Japanese, but because I don't speak Japanese.
you would
And
just
Japanese
need
is
one of your people.
yeah, well, Japanese is a really hard language to learn. So I know a little bit, but there's no way that I don't think I could learn it completely. So I would love to go at least visit Japan again.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I really want to live anywhere. I really do enjoy Utah because I like how it has seasons. Oregon is very hard for me because it gets
Cloudy.
very gloomy. So
Yeah.
it is very, very hard for me, which is why I like to come to Utah. And I always say, like, my kids are like, yeah, but it snows. And I'm like, but it can snow and then be sunny. So, that's a little different.
Yeah.
So I love that. When my youngest, who she's a sophomore this year, when she graduates high school, my goal for that next year is still work because I can work remotely, but it's to go to Europe for like 3 to 4 months and just travel and, stay in little like Airbnbs over there and like
That'd be so cool.
um work for like 4 or 5 hours and then go and experience the area. So that's kind of my goal. It may have to be the year after she graduates because I may need, to save up a little bit more for it. But that's my goal is just to
What
kind of
an adventure,
really,
though.
really enjoy my life.
Yeah. Well, we need to live it, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
My dad always he would go on all these different business trips, but he was adventurous. Like he hiked Machu Picchu and he would go whitewater
Oh, I'm not
rafting and
yeah,
he like
I'm
would
not a
go do
hiker.
oh yeah, no, no, no. But he would anything he came back from, even if it was a business meeting, he would just be like, I escaped the jaws of death one more time, right? So
Yeah.
he just was all about living like we're here to live life, not just sit
Yes.
around and let it pass you by. Like I kind of after my parents passed, I kind of had this mental shift of becoming more of an active participant in my life instead of
Yeah.
like being a supporter and being on the
Yes.
sidelines. Like we're important too.
Oh, yes. I truly believe that, especially because for the last, 11 years,
Mhm.
I have been my kid's only parent. I always talk about, being an only parent and I needed to be in the life, not just I needed to be living the life.
Yeah.
So that's really what I have like worked very hard to do is to live my life.
It takes a lot of healing to be able to get to a place where
Yes.
you feel safe enough to do that.
Yes.
Very
And it's
important.
been a lot of years and therapy to be able
Therapy's
to get
cool.
there. Yes, I love therapy so much.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it's been a lot to get there.
Yeah. Well, and it like I can tell. I mean, we talk about resiliency and we just talk about like the bounce back part. We forget to
Hmm.
talk about the part where you're down because
Yeah,
sometimes you you have to talk about where you get knocked down so you can bounce back up.
exactly.
And it's
Exactly.
okay to lay down and take a little rest down there if you need to.
Yes.
Man, you're so cool. I'm so
Oh,
excited
thank
that we got
you.
to chat. Like, holy smokes. It's cool to get to know some more of the Miss contestants. This, I think, is the main way that I'm going to be able to get to chat with you guys.
Probably. Yeah, and I'm very glad that that a lot of the Mrs. contestants have kind of helped me out in ways because we went to that adult prom and I was
Yeah.
the only Miss that was there and I was like, oh, am I going to be all by myself? But there were so many of you that just like included me and made me feel special and that was what was most important. I mean, obviously in the slow songs I went and sat down, but other than that, it was great.
It's really funny. I was dancing with, I grabbed Michelle and I was dancing with her for one of them because it was like a sudden switch and we were all the way on the other side of the room. So I was just like, come here, come on,
We'll
let's
just
snuggle.
dance. Yeah, exactly.
But
Exactly.
I think, and in talking to some of the other people that, because we're all feeling nervous. We're all like, oh my gosh, it's really happening. It's coming. Like in a couple weeks, we're gonna have to be like ready to go. Um, and that like there's panic. That's okay. That's fine. We're all feeling that. But at the same time, like I meant it when I said the sisterhood doesn't end when the pageant is over. Because we do
Yeah.
there is a pageant hangover. Um, because you do so much work and then you get there and then it's over. And there's only so many people that are going to get the crown.
Right.
But afterwards, you keep your title and you can keep showing up and going to all this other stuff. And you get first pick on if you want that title again when
I know that's what
time to roll
I'm excited
around.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely what I'm excited about. And honestly, you want to know something silly?
What?
After, even if I win, I mean, not saying I'm going to, but like even if I do win, no matter what, after it, I'm going to the Kelsey Ballerina concert.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go in full makeup. I'll change my clothes, but I'm gonna go in full pageant makeup.
Oh my
And no, I'm
gosh.
talking, it's that night.
It's
So
that night.
yes, it's that night. My friend, as soon as the pageant's over, my friend is gonna go and then I'll get all of my stuff
It's
and I'll
gonna
go
be the getaway
separately.
car.
Yeah. I'm gonna go separately from them, but like I know that usually that because I've been to enough concerts and at the Delta Center, usually the opening act doesn't go on until like 9:15. So
Yeah,
I
you'll
have
get
time
some
to
time.
run down there. It's totally fine.
Oh my God.
Kelsey Ballerini has been getting me through some hard times. So I
You
want to
have
go
to
see
go.
her.
You have to
Yes.
go. And then like
Yes.
that makeup isn't gonna go anywhere.
No. It's gonna be like there and everyone's gonna be like, what the heck? Who is this
I
lady?
woke up
And I'm
like
gonna be
this.
like, yes, I might even wear my sash. We'll see.
I think you should just go in your gown. Don't even
Um
just kidding.
I probably could. I probably could. I honestly, after the pageant, I want to go to the flats and get pictures there because I just love my gown. I almost cried. I almost cried when I found it. And I have like a fun story about my gown. I actually got it at I don't know if you've ever been to Thrive Boutique. It's like this little thrift store downtown Salt Lake, and it's on 900 South, and it has like upscale, um, high end pieces for different gowns and everything. And it was not a gown that I thought that I would love, and she just pulled it just in case, and I tried it on and I was like, this is it. This is it. And it was like $70.
What?
But it is like a MacDougall. I know that's a high-end brand. So I
Yeah.
just knew that it was like a nice brand, but I love it. And that hot pink one that I wore to the prom, it was from the same place.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me now. Okay, I'm looking.
Yeah. And I love like it is the funnest place to go to. They have like more high-end things and all of the pieces are curated for their store. So yeah, I just love my dress.
Ooh.
It's like my absolute favorite. What is really funny is the pictures I just got done at the Capitol building.
Yeah.
The dress looks green in the pictures, but it's like a dark blue. So I'm like, oh, I could definitely post these separately because no one would know it's the same dress because it looks like it's a different color.
Yeah, they throw a filter on sometimes that makes the color like
Yeah, but
wow.
I'm totally okay with it because the color makes it look like a completely different dress than what it really is. But those
Ooh.
pictures, I was like sending them to people like, look how pretty I am.
I did the same thing. I did the same
I'm
thing.
like,
Check me out.
some of them are, and because it kind of like, it flows, it's not like a tight fitting because that doesn't fit with my body type, but it flows. And so I was like flinging it up and like having my arm come down and oh, it looks so pretty.
Oh, see, I'm stuck on my actual evening gown. Like you saw me working on my costume earlier. I have all these
Mhm.
different gowns. And I thought for sure that I was going to do this one that has like a butterfly on the back.
Yeah, I
I
remember you talking
love
about
it.
that.
Yeah, well, now everyone's like, that's a little juvenile. Like, maybe we need to be a little, whatever, grown
No,
up.
I don't think it's juvenile. It goes
Um,
with your,
my whole,
but
whenever I found something maybe that I don't know yet, because I'm a little squishy for the dress.
oh,
It's someone else's dress.
I love how
Like,
you
I
say I'm
can
a
make
little
it work.
squishy.
I could make it work, but like, I definitely look a little bit like I've been shoved into a sausage casing. So I need to not eat all the ice cream I've been eating if I want that dress. But then there's
That,
another dress that like it could just wash me out is the problem.
yeah. Yeah, so you never know. Like I love this dress and this is the dress I'm wearing, so that's
You
all that
should wear it all the time.
matters.
I mean, if you want to take it to the go, that dress needs to be seen.
Yes, it definitely does. It definitely does. Well, I have had so much fun talking with you. I actually am 2 minutes late to another call that I'm
I
supposed to
am
be
so
on.
sorry, Kay.
No,
I'm
do
gonna
not be
end my
sorry.
thing. I'm gonna end my thing, and you just tell us where you want us to find you.
You know what? The easiest way to find anything about me is KimberlyWirfs.com. And that is KimberlyWirf like Frank, S like Sam.com.
Okay, perfect.
You can't tell that I've been spelling that for years.
I mean, you've got to make sure they get it right.
Yes, yes. Well, and I'm sure you will definitely put in the show notes.
Yeah, we'll have it in your show notes.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for being
You're
on
welcome.
here. Take care of yourself. It's a crazy world out there.
Yes, I've loved it. Thank you so much.
Bye. Okay.
Bye.
I'm going to stop the recording.